All right, this question was, look, Mbali uploaded it for me. She's such a little darling, you know. I don't know what I would do without her. Okay, this is Kay Lee's question, and also Johann Strauss. We are going to go through your what is homeostasis as well. You guys must know the definition. So here we say the diagram below shows hormones, chemical messengers, involved in the homeostatic, same, stasis or static, to stay. Okay, that's what you need to remember. Always break words up, people. If you come across a word that's difficult, or you're learning the definition of a word, or you're learning, it's a new word, break it up. Break it up. And then look at what the first part is and the last part and see if you can figure it out. Photo, for example, as I've told you, means light. Lysis means to split. So photolysis, using light to split. Photosynthesis, light to make, because synthesis means to make. So use what you know about words, and if you don't know a word or you can't figure out what the word is, I mean, when you get a word in the exam or in a test or during class, you think, what? Break it up. Figure out that way what it means. Okay, to control metabolism, that's how quickly. So what is metabolism? It is the rate at which we function on a cell, tissue, and organ level. Okay, so it's the rate at which we function. We also say you've got a fast metabolism, you've got a slow metabolism. Fast metabolism means that your body just burns stuff and you never pick up any weight. And a slow metabolism means that you tend to get a little rounded when you eat too much chocolate and you don't move around enough. Okay, so metabolism and in the human body. Okay, so we've got gland X. Where is gland X? Here is gland X. What is our rule? The rule is the first thing you do is you write in your labels. So gland X is a gland found around the larynx, which is here. That's where the larynx is. It's a bow tie. And our next question is quite similar to this. So you've got your little bow tie here, all right? And that bow tie is your thyroid gland. It sits here. Just like if you had a little bow tie, it would sit right here. Okay, so this one sitting at the larynx, where your voice box is the thyroid gland. All right? Now, we say more hormone A, we have less hormone A, so now we know we're looking at negative feedback. Okay, more, less, more up, less down, more up, less down. That's what we're going to be looking at. Okay, then it says less B, more B. So, what are we looking at? We are looking at thyroid, so thyroxine versus thyroid stimulating hormone. Now, this hormone tells you what it is. It's a thyroid, stimulating. It tells you it's going to stimulate the thyroid. So it's a hormone that is not at the thyroid. It's a hormone that's going to stimulate the thyroid to do what? To release, what? Another hormone. Because it's stimulating the thyroid to do what? To release thyroxine, because that's what the thyroid does. So if this is the thyroid gland, okay, the thyroid is going to release this hormone here. And that hormone, let's get a nice color here. This hormone, B, is going to be thyroxine. And I mean, how easy is that? The thyroid releases thyroxine. That's your hormone from the thyroid gland. And if there is here, so we've got less thyroxine, it's going to now stimulate this little gland there. What is that little gland? That is the pituitary gland. Or you can call it the hypothesis, but most of your textbooks call it the pituitary. The problem with hypothesis, and why I don't like using hypothesis, is that people confuse it with a hypothesis, all right, which is a hypothesis. So you have a theory, okay, hypothesis, and also hypothalamus. So it becomes just a mix of words. So stick to pituitary gland, which is what they'll do in an exam. And if they really get technical and they don't use, they'll put pituitary backslash hypothesis. But pituitary is a much easier term anyway, and you won't get confused. So there's your pituitary. And the pituitary is now going to, and here we've got less of this thyroxine, and here we're going to have more thyroxine. Okay, now we figured this out. We've got to think of more of this hormone and less of this hormone. And what is hormone A going to be? What is in relation to thyroxine? It is thyroid stimulating hormone. So now we've already figured out what our hormones are. So let's check our questions out. And we have identify each of the following. The gland that secretes vitamin A, listen to me, hormone A. So the gland that secretes, there we go. I said it was the pituitary gland. Easy peasy mark. I mean, wow. All right. And next one, the hormone B. The hormone B, clearly, if it's coming from the thyroid, it is thyroxine. Okay. Now, name the mechanism in the diagram that regulates the level of hormone B. What is that mechanism? It's going to be the negative feedback mechanism. All right, so people, you have already got 3 marks out of 3. That's it. Easy peasy. Half of gland X, which is the thyroid gland, was surgically removed. All right? They've cut half of it away. There's a problem. They've gone ching, ching, gone. So now we're left with half of that thyroid gland. And it says, state 2 possible effects that this would have on the secretion of the hormones referred to in the diagram. So what 2 possible effects could we have? Well, think about it. If we're going to take the thyroid, all right, and we are going to remove half, what's going to happen? First of all, there's going to be less hormone B, literally because there is less tissue to make the hormone. Okay, and hormone B, by the way, is thyroxine. So I'm going to just put that there, thyroxine. Okay, so it's going to produce less hormone. Produced, or you could say secreted. Okay, that's number 1. And number 2, we're going to have more hormone A, okay, and that is going to be your thyroid stimulating hormone. And it's written with capital letters because we have abbreviated the word, okay? And so more hormone A or thyroxine is produced and secreted. Okay.